Hi babes, how are you? If you're new, how welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with another requested reading about the alleged segregation and whatnot. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to be resonating with everybody. Please keep in mind that the energies keep being inverted. Keep in mind that these readings are always for your entertainment purposes only. Everything's instead of mentioned is alleged throughout the whole video. So keep in mind that this channel does not condone any harassment and we don't encourage it. Please adapt to the terms and conditions, because any disrespectful comment is going to be reported and blocked. Okay, so with this said, let's move forward. So we got the Magician, the Devil in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Chariot, the Seven of Cups, the Strength card. At the bottom we got, the overall energy, Four of Swords. At the bottom, Page of Wands. Let's see. Sorry if it's noisy. It's just I had the windows open. It's just very hot. Clarify with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Cups. At the bottom, Ace of Swords. So we got Libra energy, Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, Pisces at the moment. So I do see that, to be quite honest, I don't see this doing what it did back in the day. It shows right here that people are too mixed nowadays. So this alleged pushing, because it's the worry of the person who asked me this reading is to think that we're gonna go back. No, the whole country, no, because allegedly people won't let it. So this does not exclude that some companies allegedly could get into like that sense, but allegedly is going to be like a trial test, because they're going to get canceled immediately like it did happen before. So allegedly for any company to do this and take it to that extent, it's silly, because allegedly they could go bankrupt, because allegedly people on all races are going to not support such and such company, so allegedly why this was done is crazy, but allegedly it makes no sense, allegedly, and it does not do any good to businesses or anybody. And allegedly any intent, any trial of doing this to see is going to get in massive backlash and no support, allegedly very little, not enough to sustain the company. And allegedly once any company tries to do this trial, it's going to be done. So allegedly I don't see it in the way some people may want it to make it look like. Allegedly it's not going to go that way. We already, allegedly as society, we are extremely divided already, and this is just not gonna change allegedly how society is already divided. But is it going to move forward to send us back? No, allegedly no. Now, if you have heard the Department of Education reading, I will highly recommend you, if you haven't, to go check it out, because allegedly those are two different things. Allegedly, I do see here that allegedly here what it could be affected is some sort of scholarships. In scholarships, I said scholarships, scholarships allegedly, when it comes from high school, obviously, to anything else. So that's when it gets tricky, allegedly, when you go from one thing to a private, and when it comes to education, that's what I see here, allegedly, when it comes tricky. When it comes to food, when it comes to the sports, I don't see allegedly the segregation affecting the African American community. It could affect the lighter skin community, and again, that's when it comes to they might try it allegedly, but it's just not gonna pay off, into where they will feel forced to, whoever wants to be part of that situationship, right? I gotta use this word so I can make the video, so that's why I'm taking a minute. They realize that, oh my gosh, we're not supported the way we were, you know what I'm saying? And allegedly they're gonna hide and whatnot because, you know, but is it gonna take us back? Not really. And allegedly any intent of doing so is going to cancel whoever company does it, which we already saw when the DEI thing allegedly happened, and you know, such and such companies did it, and they tried to backtrack, and oh well. Now, why the situation is happening allegedly is to encourage the frustration, so allegedly to encourage the anger, so you have a reaction allegedly, so they can allegedly, for example, excuse certain behaviors, or this is why we did it, or this is why this happened. So I will highly recommend everybody to not fall into this, no matter what side are you on. Don't fall into this, and do it peacefully allegedly, and do it correctly, because it says right here is to create anger, is to allegedly create frustrations, okay, is to make you feel defeated, and to cause curiosity allegedly for you to have this intense reaction to it, and to where allegedly some people, not necessarily connected to any government, but some people say, you see, this is why this was done allegedly, this is why we back it up, you know what I'm saying, in whatever extent they want to take it allegedly. And some people are just jealous allegedly of the opportunities and other things that some of us have, you know what I'm saying. So it's just not because allegedly it was needed. Obviously this is allegedly just emotions winning over what is common sense, because honestly the cards cannot explain to me anything common sense, all emotionally based. With the patient ones here, I don't think this is going to get a lot of support the way it would have been back in 1940s 1930s. Allegedly it's not going to be a lot of support, and the cancel culture is more alive than anything. So again, I don't see a lot of really smart companies doing it either, because allegedly that's that. Now, where it could get tricky is allegedly in some companies wanting to give you a certain amount of pay rate, right? The raises when it comes to giving you a promotion, allegedly. That's where it could get tricky, but allegedly they had to do it very carefully, and they may use specific words, but it allegedly will be because of this in the DEI, allegedly because of it. But when it comes to people and colors, it's just not gonna go exactly how it went in the past, and anybody doing it or saying is gonna be hiding, because allegedly they know they don't have as much support as we did in the past. Especially there's a lot of mixed kids and whatnot, so I'm one of the mixed kids, so at this point, you know what I'm saying, like, it's hard. It's not gonna work the way they were going to, but allegedly is to cause like a reaction for people to go cray, so allegedly people don't focus on the right things, and it's just, again, it's just emotional, to play with your emotions basically, allegedly. And I will highly recommend all of us to not fall into that, because it's just not worth it. This allegedly also, besides everything, is going to affect a lot of the Native Americans, okay? Allegedly this is going to start affecting a lot of the Native Americans as well, and allegedly their specific schools, their reservations, and certain things that they could have. Allegedly, just watch how this is going to affect the Native American in a way, shape, or form that they have always been fighting, but now it's going to be loud and clear, because allegedly some people are not afraid of consequences. But this is where it gets tricky. This alleged segregation thing is just making people to be more united. So even peoples and communities that allegedly kept to themselves are going to be supporting one another. So whoever is trying to be sneaky to the Native Americans, to the African Americans, to Latinos, to every single one of us, I don't know, it feels like everybody's affected, it's not going to work the way they thought it was going to work. That's how it goes. But allegedly there's going to be some sort of law that they want to implement, or something utilizing allegedly this situation into where it could be affected, intent allegedly to be affected Native Americans even more, you know what I'm saying. And this is crazy, but that's what some people are going to be allegedly doing, especially contractors and whatnot, allegedly. But again, remember cancel culture and what happened to DEI. They're gonna backtrack, and when they backtrack, never forget that you have a voice, and never forget what they did, allegedly. They want every single one of us to stay calm and to use your common sense, okay? To use your common sense and allegedly unite as a community. But allegedly, this situation that they have changed, it's not going to pay off, allegedly, the way they thought. It's not gonna pay off the way they thought. And allegedly, soon enough, they're going to rebrand it, redo it, allegedly. And then allegedly, suddenly, somebody's gonna claim that this has always been the intention and that this was never this or that. And allegedly, we're gonna go back to what we had in a different light, because it's gonna be allegedly in a different light, but different. Like allegedly DEI without being called that, because allegedly DEI, right, and this allegedly goes hand to hand, and that's why allegedly they removed it. But they had to rebrand it, allegedly, and because everything is affected, everybody's upset allegedly in that future, and is going to and affecting important people allegedly, and to where it goes back to what we have similar to something called united something, like implying that we're all in this together allegedly, which that's that. So I will recommend to stay calm, to do your thing, and to support your communities, because this is like monopoly, and you cannot fall into this allegedly. This is strategic allegedly for corporations, but it's just not gonna work out. Remember DI, okay? So I mean, it's hard for me to tell you not to worry, because even I worry even when I read the cards, but just try not to cause you any reaction, because you understand when it happens, it's not what you think is going to do, allegedly. We got the angel 7777. Perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for a change of there's a need there's a need for a change of perspective. I am so sorry. I just wanted to cough so bad. There's a need for a change of perspective. There we go. On whatever has taken over you. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. 333. Support. Growth, creativity, joy, community, like I told you, vision, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for you, for your senses of purpose, and contribute to your community. 1144. High vibes. Divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter will like-minded people will exceed your expectations. In 2020, compassion, mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, and renewal. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world in your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. So that's that. Let me have water because my throat is horribly dry. There we go. Thank you so very much, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. stay together, don't lose it, and move forward, because the sky is the limit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I come back here every week with celebrity tarot in English and Spanish, the same for horoscopes, special topics like this. And I am also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Twitter. Thank you again. You guys have an amazing day.